What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we're back today with a quick overview of my arena team that I'm currently utilizing right now, as you can see, to stay in the rank. Actually my goal is to aim anywhere from the 50 to 100 range, so I'll quickly show you guys the team that I'm utilizing right now that's working for me, and hopefully this can help you guys, especially if you're preparing and trying to push yourself up towards the arena team. So that being said, taking a look at my roster here, I'll start off with the top down. First and foremost, Kestrel is going to be one of the most powerful characters on my roster right now. Got really lucky with the 5 red as well as the 5 yellow on her unlocking, and she brings a lot of damage. She's got speed up, and the nice thing about her is just her passive and being able to take away whether the enemy has either a clone or maybe I'm up against a Phoenix, but she's going to be able to take that passive away from them, especially thanks to the Dimension Hopper utilizing that charge and fully taking advantage of that effect. Next, I love Mr. Sinister in the sense that he can pivot himself to the battle situation. Maybe we need a healer or maybe someone tankier. He's great in that sense. On top of that, he's got a nice heal, and his clones that he's able to generate really add a lot of value to our battle situation. And he's overall quite tanky, so it's very good to have, especially in a team when we're trying to round it out overall. Next, another key character for me is Ebony Maw, and unlike the other two that I just mentioned, he is only level 75 because I'm currently trying to bring him up to Dark Dimension 4 as well. But Ebony Maw provides a boatload of protection in terms of defense up, offense down as well. He provides a nice heal that actually bypasses heal block and also stealing 3% per additional time. So just a great overall ability, and that additional slow that's impacted on the enemies is always much appreciated. Next, combinating with Mr. Sinister, it is going to be Emma Frost. Emma Frost has her diamond form that can bury herself to create herself really being quite tanky overall, applying a slow as well on all the enemies. And as well, her ultimate's very great in the sense that it applies additional damage. She can mind control 2 enemy attacks as well as having a blind on that enemy. Last but not least, all the positive effects on the enemies are also stripped, so that just adds a lot of benefit for us, especially when we're trying to use a very diverse and built up roster. And last but not least, formulating with these 4, it is going to actually be Silver Surfer. With Silver Surfer, he's got the opportunity to actually strip away charges, strip away positive buffs, similar to Emma Frost. On top of that, he's got an ability block as well as heal block for all the enemies, and just a great overall kit in terms of being able to provide a lot of much needed damage and synergize extremely well with Kestrel, especially with both of them being cosmic. That is the 5-man roster, so I'm going to quickly show you guys some gameplay here in terms of me going through arena. Now, for this roster that I have, they're actually quite effective against the Black Order. So, they used to be a top meta, but you can see here, I target the Black Order here because of the fact that my team actually works extremely well with them, especially against them. And you'll just see this in the gameplay here. Having, not being able to face a Kestrel or Silver Surfer is very advantageous for this team. And now that Black Order is kind of losing its place, you bet those are the kinds of teams I'm aiming for, especially if they don't have the combination of Kestrel and Silver Surfer. So starting off here, you know that Call Obsidian is going to taunt in the first place. So the first thing I like to do actually is, just take the brunt of the damage for now. But Silver Surfer is likely going to be the first target that actually gets his turn. We're going to use his ultimate to actually ability block Call Obsidian. And unfortunately, you can see due to this high resistance, it didn't actually go through. So he still has his abilities. But that is quite all right. That's why we got Kestrel here to do the job again. Utilizing her special there with Kestrel, I give her the benefits of the speed up, the defense up, immunity. And then you can see that naturally Ebony Maw's combinating Kestrel's passive there to finish off Proxima Midnight without even us focusing Proxima Midnight. So that's absolutely beautiful. But unfortunately, with Call Obsidian still taunting, we don't really have a choice. I do actually like cloning him just due to the fact that he's got tanky. He's got sustainability, he's tanky to shoulder up damage. I think it's really great for this team, especially when we don't have someone that actually taunt for us. So you can see with Kestrel, I do go ahead and use her damage now to focus on Call Obsidian. He's the tankiest, but he's also the one that has the defense down, and we can take advantage of Kestrel's passive to apply the additional damage. You can see how unfair this battle really is, because everything we do, Kestrel's going to get the passive to apply additional damage, and our team is still pretty much at full HP. Now I can fully utilize Emma Frost to activate her ultimate, strip away the positives, and the blind and the controlled damage as additional DPS there. At this point, when it is just down to Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw, and Thanos, at this point, I would actually highly recommend focusing Ebony Maw or Corvus if he's actually not stealth. Now going ahead here, we just now finish off Ebony Maw here with our damage. And again, take advantage of Kestrel's passive in order to actually deal damage. When we hit anybody that has the defense down, she's going to also inflict damage on the weakest enemy on the board. So you can see how one-sided this battle really is. We still have our full roster here. No one's even half HP, and everyone's just doing a really great job. And this is, keep in mind, this is a Black Order team that's comparable to my team level. So 100% you bet this team can actually punch up Black Order, no problem. I've definitely had no issues with that. The only issue right now for me is I'm not seeing too many Black Order teams now because everyone's switching over to the new meta. So that's why I'm hoping to show you guys this. If you do see Black Order, take advantage of the fact that they're no longer the top in the meta. So there's just so many counters going on now, especially with these new combinations involving Kestrel and Silver Surfer. So as you can see, that was a clean sweep right there. No one on our team even fell. And sometimes I have one guy that can fall, but otherwise usually it's a full party that still is surviving after the battle. Now let's dive into a non-Black Order team here. We are going to face another team here, and I try to aim for combinations of teams that don't have both Kestrel or Silver Surfer. If you can find one or the other, that's ideally what I go for. So starting off here, you know, one of the key things is we got to start off with our Silver Surfer here and having his ability to block. The nice thing is with Mr. Sinister having his clone as well as Phoenix here, I generally do try to take out Phoenix if I can. So what I'll first do is I'm going to use my Silver Surfer ultimate here to try and ability block their Silver Surfer. That way he can't use his abilities to block us. And as you can see, he can only do a basic attack as a result of what happened. But unfortunately, it did actually transfer over to us. So didn't work that great. But you know what? We're going to go ahead now and finish off Phoenix with Kestrel's ultimate there. And because of the fact that we take her down, her Dark Phoenix triggers and a passive from Kestrel actually is fully taken advantage of, which is absolutely beautiful. Now we can go ahead and start our protection here with Ebony Maw, applying defense up and offense down. And then next, the key target here, in my opinion, that I would aim for is either Silver Surfer or Dr. Octopus, just due to the fact that they have a lot of supportive capabilities. For me, I'm not a fan of Silver Surfer. He's got a lot of damage, so we are actually going to go ahead and target him first. But this is the key reason why I add Mr. Sinister now, especially when they don't have a Kestrel on their end. You bet we're going to fully take advantage of our Mr. Sinister, utilizing his ultimate there. And you can see once again Kestrel actually cancels out Mr. Sinister, so this is why it's such a beautiful combination. So I am going to go ahead now and actually ability block Dr. Octopus. I don't want to do the same thing as that turn one where Silver Surfer essentially transferred over his conditions to me. I'm actually going to go ahead now and give that back to him using my Silver Surfer. And beautiful. You can see that he actually used it on my Ebony Maw, who had immunity. So this is exactly what we wanted. Now going ahead and using his special. It's really just in clockwork, playing a little bit of chess here and kind of just countering the enemy's movements, right? So absolutely beautiful, as you can see. Quite easy. This team was almost on the same level as us, but just because we have more control of our characters and we can kind of aim accordingly, you can see how powerful this team really is. So I'm going to go ahead now and just finish off Emma Frost. I do like to leave Emma Frost generally for the last because she doesn't do a lot of damage on her own. On top of that, she is quite tanky as well, and being able to focus on her at the very end is nice, but sometimes there are battles where you have to aim for her first. So overall, another victory here to show you guys the devastating power of this team and the adaptability depending on the situation. So there you guys have it. That's my roster once again. So thank you as always, you guys. I hope this is able to help you guys in your arena and push you forward. But you can see just a glimpse of how powerful the combination of Kestrel and Silver Surfer truly is, even with me not having that many Silver Surfer shards. Thank you as always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking out my videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.